Hey, what's up, guys? Man, nice day out today, but I'm afraid it's probably going to rain. So let me show you some stuff real quick. We got the sleeper set out. We got her covered up, keep the animals out. We got the cab out as well, and it is covered up as well. I'd love to get those both into the semi-trailer, but as you'll see here in a second, that just ain't in the cards. I mean, that thing is full. I would like to, though. I would like to move this stuff in and then put the cab and the sleeper right on the back, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, so some things we got to get done. We need to get the tire guy out here, pick up some tires. He owes me 8 holes. I got to get these tires off. I will probably do that today. No, probably not. This trailer needs to get scooted over 2 feet, but it's not going to. And then Franny needs to get straightened up in her spot. All the tires on all the trucks need aired up. We got to get 11. We'll probably stick the bumper on that today and get that truck fired up and move it up to the shop and get the wheels and tires put on so it doesn't look like a piece of crap. Touch up this paint on this side and paint that bumper up, get it on so that truck looks more like a running truck for the advertisement, because we need to get rid of that thing. We got somebody interested in 13. Sucks to have to let it go, but somebody else needs to own that truck. Batteries are dead in 12. We need to get that started today. Marlon needs to get out of the hole and get a bath. We've got a mission coming up for that. This chassis needs to air up the tires. We need to strip this down, drive shaft out, all brackets off, air tanks, air lines. It's really a shame that they did such a poor job on this thing. Would have been nice to be able to use this cutoff, but it's just garbage. So we're not going to do that. That slider's no good, which is unfortunate as well. This truck is yeah. These lights have taken on water, so I'm gonna have to get those exchanged. But yeah, this area needs to be cleaned out. I got stuff that's gonna be sitting here, and so this all got to get cleaned out. I need a number 2 guy here to help with stuff. These tanks need to be put up. This needs to be put up. Oh, I am completely out of room. Somebody buy some trucks. Somebody, please buy some trucks. Let's get some stuff sold, man. I need to make some room here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Anyways, let's get after it, even if it's wrong. Okay, so what I did was took my regulator, set it at 100. It's actually at 105. And I hooked that up into my outside air line right here. And that way, as today progresses, I can just go around and clip this on tires. Just click this on tires and just let it fill without having to be there. And I don't have to worry about it overfilling. And then every 15 or 20 minutes that goes by, I'll hook it up on another low tire. Now, normally I just pay a guy to come and do that, but my guy's not around this morning, and so I just don't have anybody else to do it. So but yeah, tons need done. Tons and tons. It's been a year probably since I aired up all the tires, and well, the temperature change and porosity on the rubber, they just don't hold forever. All right, so I need to get I need to do something with Crystal. Crystal is right in the smack dab in the middle of where I need to be doing stuff. But I think what I'll do first is I'll get these brake chambers off, and so I have, freewheeling access. And before that front tire comes off the wheel, that'll be the next one I air up. Looks like it might already be off the wheel. Hopefully not. Let me get a line out there right now. All right, let's look. I'm trying to find a wheel for Steve. I thought this was going to be it, but it's not. This is the Freightliner one. Let me see what's over here. Nope, it's an old school one. Nope. Huh. Maybe one up in the shop. The side building. See one. I need to get this thing on some wheels and tires, get it out of here. That's a round hole. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, that's that 8 lug one. Okay. Yeah. I don't see nothing over here. Maybe I don't have that wheel. What a mess. Literally. We'll look in there. I don't think it's in there, but jeez, what a mess. Oh, and just so you know, this tire wasn't off the bead yet because it's up, and that's awesome. There is one on the back that's off the bead. I'm going to pop it back on. Still taking air. It's a little slower. It's a little slower with the regulator, but that's okay. We'll pop this one back on. It's no big deal. We got to get these brake chambers off, which I'll do that real quick. I'll get the top one off, and then the bottom one we'll get with the impact, and I'll bring it back for that. All right. Okay. Try and get that thing moved. It's going to be a pain in the ass. over there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that thing off because I'm tired of moving the whole thing. It takes up a lot of room. So we'll get that out of here. And then I'm going to get the torches out here. And I'm going to cut this thing off right here. Maybe not today. But for right now, this is a good spot for it. It opens up that zone that I need. I can do what I want with this area, which is okay, so I'm gonna clean this area up, get this truck, get this bumper put on and sanded and painted, get this truck backed up there, and get wheels and tires. So it has 8 wheels and tires on it, and probably plug cap up off one of the exhausts and leave it a single for now. But yeah, that's that for now. Let's get some stuff out of the way. We'll get Crystal moved, and we'll get this area raked out. We'll get this truck moved, and continue on. All right, so we'll get some nuts and bolts. We're gonna start putting them in. All right. Now the good news is the guy can't get his fingers in there. I think I remember that from when I took it apart. Now, it was not my idea to put this bumper back on, but the truck looks like crap without a bumper, and the bumper's in the way anyway, so hopefully this is the right thing to do. And I don't know, I don't think I have anything with me to pound this in with, so let me be right back. I'm going to move over to the other side. Actually, I'm just going to pound that in. right, guys, so we'll take a break and eat some breakfast. We'll get 11 out of the way. Back Crystal up a ways so we can get 11 around it. And we'll continue airing up tires. And when we get this area raked out and get it sprayed down with some weed killer, something super exciting gonna happen here. Hey, what's up, guys? Man, early morning today, still cool outside, and yesterday we were moving around a lot of stuff. We didn't really record much, but one of the things that I wanted to get done is I had to get the bumper put on this truck because I'm tired of kicking it around in the shop, not in the shop, and then I needed to move this up because they're going to put on the inner wheels from Crystal, so this truck has 8 drives and looks a little bit more attractive, and I needed to move it out of its place. Well, it sprung a coolant leak, and so today I'm going to get a bucket under there, get the coolant drained off, take out this coolant tube and run it to the hydraulic shop and see if I can't get one made. It's pretty annoying. I don't like to have to work on stuff after I've worked on stuff, but you know, that's trucks. If you look right here, you see this metal tube and it has a leak. So we're going to get a bucket out here and get about 5 gallon out of it. That should get us down there below the water level for that pipe. And that pipe's just a coolant inlet tube for the air compressor. Let's get a bucket and get this coolant out. All right, so this is the pipe right here, and what it does is it goes from the air compressor up into the top pipe, and you know, she's just a little rusty, and yeah, so I'm going to take this to the rad shop, or to the hydraulic shop, and see about getting a new one bent up. Hey, what's up, guys? Man, nice and cool out this morning. I've been trying to get out here around 7:30 every day. Well, I say every day, but I mean for the last 2 days, because the sun's been brutal and it really kills me by afternoon. So get out here early, try and get some stuff done. Today what we're doing is I had this tube bent up at Sisson Hydraulics in Rome, and it's close, and we're gonna see just how close we can get, see if we can get this thing to fit today. Not really sure how it's gonna work out. Might be good, might be bad, but let's get up in there. I'm not gonna be able to get you up in here with me. You're gonna be looking over my shoulder, which really sucks. Trying a new camera today. Yeah, so let's see about sticking this down in here. What if we put this through there first, and yeah, okay, so this needs to rotate a little bit this way. This is a little tight here, so we need to loosen this bend up slightly. Let's go get a look at that. Okay, so I got it up in there. I'm not sure how good yet. We're gonna hope that this actually gets a bite. I don't know why they use steel line, actually. Guy would think that they could get a rubber line in there, and it would be just fine. Well, I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere. I think the fact that it's, you know, in the hole and in the hole, the pressure of itself will keep it from coming out. Okay, I think that's good. It's interesting. We'll get a funnel that coolant back into there. All right. Okay. We'll see how it goes. We might get the hose out in the bucket and give this thing a little quick bath. It's pretty dirty. We got to wash Marla today too, and we'll probably wash Crystal. I really want to sand this front bumper. You know, it looks a lot better with the bumper on it, even though it's not really a bumper. All right, so I hadn't been recording this because it wasn't going to do any good if you could just see me laying underneath Marla cussing like a sailor. So I'll bring you in here now that all the cussing's over with. So, you know, I learned how to do this airline on see what you can see here. I learned how to do this airline working on Crystal, and I came over here to do it, and unfortunately it was not a simple task. So I spent the last hour turning this hairline a quarter of a turn. At a time, and it was not fun. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some goop on there, put it in, tighten it as much as I can by hand, then go under there and snug it up and cuss a little bit while I'm doing it. And then let's see, can I find some pipe dope? Go get some pipe dope and I'll be right back. Yeah, crappy place. Try and have you watch, and I apologize for that, but you know, I didn't design this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'm embarrassed actually that Kenworth engineers did this, and basically there's a huge aluminum bracket, and it's the cab hinge bracket, and there's a hole that goes through it. And through that hole goes the air line. And the only way to get a tool on that is through this little slot. And it's just big enough for a wrench. The problem is there's not enough swing for the wrench. And so what that ends up giving you is almost being able to get a wrench on. You get it on, you make a quarter of a turn, and then yeah, this is horrible. And then after you make the quarter of a turn, then you can't get the wrench back on. And so I've got wrenches of different angles, and so you switch ends of wrenches and then back, and I don't even know what size this is. I probably should have looked. I don't think it's 3/4 anymore. Yeah, it's a lot bigger than 3/4. But anyhow, you switch ends, you switch angles, you flip the wrench 180, 360, flickety flick, 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 crystal. So it should work. Doesn't seem like it will, but it should. Annoying. Need a little short wrench. This is super annoying. Nope. Well, hopefully that's good. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Yeah, here I come. Okay. Seems like that ought to do it. Okay, so this was the last airline. This was the last air hose that needed changed. And until I had no idea how to do it. But you know, this has got a lot of stuff in the way compared to Crystal. I got all the hoses and everything out of there, so I noticed that slot. And you know, it was easier because the spring, the top of the spring snubber is lower, I think, on that truck. But anyhow, why do I keep knocking my microphone off today? today. It's not even a thing normally. Irritating me. Okay, so we're going to Alright, so this has got to be able to turn in here pretty freely. Looks like that ought to do it. We need a couple more zip ties up in here. This thing is a mess. This should have a 90 on it. It should come up in here, but